The task assigned was to create an original board game with a group followed by a pitch presentation. The team utilised tutorial and lecture content to develop the game over several weeks. The name Sources of Saturn was chosen and the game was designed with a space theme aesthetic inspired by the 80s and 90s. It was important for the game to have a coherent connection between the theme, setting and mechanics, whilst also being niche to stand out in the market. The team decided on genre crossover between cooking and recipe games with a space theme. Based on the benefits observed from lecture material, the team and I used ChatGPT to then generate game rules and mechanics, which were adapted through feedback and discussion. Roles were assigned for the pitch presentation, with each member contributing to all parts through open discussion. My specific task was to focus on target audience, background research, and comparable products. The target audience was determined based on the game's mechanics, theme, and genre, leading to two main markets: families and space enthusiasts, with nostalgia for late 80s and early 90s. Comparable products were explored, and drawing from personal memory, background research included studying the prices of similar games and identifying gaps in the market to make Sources of Saturn more unique. Overall, the team collaborated effectively, dividing the workload based on individual preferences. Reflecting briefly on the presentation, I think that the slides and manner of the presentation was coherent and all parties held up their end of the work and research. On a personal level, I could have presented more comparable products that have similar themes to Sources of Saturn. However, I really struggled with the time limit from the subject outline, as our group felt that it was best to hand more time to the game mechanics and game rules of Sources of Saturn. Sources of Saturn displays a wonderful embedded narrative with the crossover between space themes and cooking mechanics. However, our 3-act structure did lack, though, through the process of iteration. The team and I built this world and somehow got stuck on how it was supposed to end. We struggled immensely with having too many components throughout the iteration. The team and I cut many elements out of the game to simplify. However, upon reflection, it's clear that we could simplify further. Overall, I was very lucky with my group members, as they were hard workers and we were able to collaboratively work together and pitch what is Sources of Saturn.